Hello everyone, welcome to your channel Today's World. My name is Sangam. आमे already previous class रे discuss करथिले most important GS question. Already आमे 300 plus selective GS question already discussion करि सारछंदी. आज क्लास रे आउ किछि क्वेश्चन डिस्कशन करिवा. एही 1000 plus series टी हेल्पफुल हबो अपकमिंग गवर्नमेंट एग्जाम पय. एही चैनल टी को प्लीज सपोर्ट करंतु. लाइक शेयर सब्सक्राइब करंतु ए भले इंपोर्टेंट जीएस क्वेश्चन पाए. लेट्स स्टार्ट टुडेज डिस्कशन. फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज व्हिच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग टाइप ऑफ इंस्टीट्यूशन प्रोवाइड द मैक्सिमम माइक्रो फाइनेंस क्रेडिट. फर्स्ट ऑप्शन इज बैंक, सेकंड ऑप्शन इज एनबीएफसी नॉन बैंकिंग फाइनेंस कंपनीज, थर्ड ऑप्शन इज एमएफआई एनबीएफसी, लास्ट ऑप्शन इज अदर्स. देन करेक्ट ऑप्शन इज ऑप्शन सी MFI NBFC. MFI full form is microfinance institution. NBFC full form is non-banking finance companies. MFI that are registered as non-banking financial companies provide the maximum microfinance credit. These institutions specialize in providing small loans to low-income individuals and groups, often in rural or undeserved area. MFI NBFC are regulated by the Reserve Bank of India and are required to maintain certain standards and guidelines. They play a crucial role in providing financial inclusion and access to credit for marginalized communities. Then correct option is option C. Move to next question. The problem of international liquidity is related to the non-availability of dash. First option is goods and service, second option is gold and silver, third option is dollars and other hard currencies, last option is acceptable surplus. Then correct option is option C, dollars and other hard currency. Other hard currency like that euro, pound, yen are used as accepted. So if there is a problem of international liquidity, then it means non-availability of these hard currency. Then correct option is option C. Move to next question. Liquidity coverage ratio is defined as a ratio of dash. First option is high quality liquid asset to cash outflow for 30 days period. Second option is high quality liquid asset to deposits of the public in the bank. Third option is high quality liquid asset to net cash outflow amount over a 30 days period. Last option is high quality liquid asset to total lending of banks. Then correct option is option C, high quality liquid asset to net cash outflow amount over a 30 days period. The LCR calculated by dividing institution high quality liquid assets. For example, cash government security issued or guaranteed by foreign government by its total net cash outflow over a 30 days period. Then correct option is option C. Move to next question. Which of the following statement is true regarding line of credit? First option is it is issued by one bank to another. Second option is it is issued mainly in case of international transactions. Third option is it is a purchase amount of money that a bank has agreed to lend. Last option is the company will have to pay interest on the amount for which line of credit has been issued. Then correct option is option C. It is purchase amount of money that bank has agreed to lend. A line of credit is a purchase amount of money that a bank has agreed to lend to a company or individual. The company can draw from the line of credit when it needs up to the maximum amount. The company will pay interest only one of amount used. Then correct option is option C. Then move to next question. Which of the following will necessarily lead to inflation? First option is increase in aggregate demand. Second option is increase in effective demand. Third option is increase in aggregate output. Last option is increase in government spending. Then correct option is option B, increase in effective demand. Inflation will necessarily occur in cash there is effective demand in the economy. If there is increase in aggregate demand, there may not be inflation if the supply also increases. If output decreases and demand also decreases, then it may not result in inflation. Increased government spending increases aggregate demand rather than effective demand. And correct option is option B. Move to next question. If a country is experiencing recession, which of the following must be true? First option, decrease in real GDP. Second option, decrease in nominal GDP. Third option is decrease in rate of growth of GDP. Last option is all of the above. Then correct option is option A, decrease in real GDP. GDP full form is good domestic product. When the real GDP decreases or change in real GDP is negative, then it is case of recession. If the nominal GDP decreases because of decrease in price, real GDP may increases. If the growth rate decreasing, GDP may increase. Correct option is option A. Then move to next question. Which of the following agency conduct inflation expectation survey of household in India? First option is which of the following agency conduct inflation expectation survey of household in India? First option is Minister of Statistics and Program Implementation. Second option National Statistical Office. Third option is Reserve Bank of India. Last is Ministry of Finance. Then correct option is option C, RBI, Reserve Bank of India. RBI conduct quarterly inflation expectation survey of household, wherein RBI gauges the household expectation regarding inflation for the next 1 year. These surveys are used for monetary policy purpose. Then correct option is option C. Move to next question. Consider the following statement regarding anchor investor. They are high net worth individual investors who invest in startup. Second option is they are individual investors investing first time in the stock market. Third option, they are institutional investors who invest in startup and unlisted companies. Last option is they are institutional investors who are invited to invest just before the initially public offer. Then correct option is option D. They are institutional investors who are invited to invest just before the initial public offer. Option D is correct. Move to next question. Which one of the following statement correctly describe the meaning of legal tender money? First option is the money which is tendered in court of law to defray the fee of legal cases. Second option is the money which a creditor is under compulsion to accept in settlement of his claims. Third option is the bank money in the form of check, draft, bills of exchange. Last option is the metallic money in circulation in a country. And then correct option is option B, the money which a creditor is under compulsion to accept in settlement of his claims. As per the RBI Act 1934, Section 26, rupee note are legal tenders. It means that note and coin cannot be refused by any person of the country for payment or discharge or debt. Now central bank digital currency has also been declared legal tender by amending the RBI Act 1934. And correct option is option B. Move to next question. Consider the following statement regarding government securities market. First statement is government securities GSECs are issued through auction conduct on eKubera, which is the core banking solution platform of RBI. Second option is negotiated dealing system order matching is a secondary market for government securities. Select the correct answer using the code given below. First option is 1 only, second option is 2 only, third option is both 1 and 2, last option is neither 1 and nor 2. Then correct option is option C, both 1 and 2. First statement is government securities are indeed issued through auction conduct on the eKubera platform, which is the core banking solution platform of the Reserve Bank of India. eKubera is an electronic platform that facilitates the issue and trading of government security. Second statement is negotiated dealing system order matching NDS is a secondary market trading platform for government securities. It is an electronic platform that allows market participants to buy all and sell government securities. Then correct option is option C, both 1 and 2. Move to next question. Increase in India's trade deficit may lead to which of the following? First option is increase in money supply in the economy. Second option is depreciation of rupee. Third option is appreciation of rupee. Last option is increase in GDP. Then correct option is option B, depreciation of rupee. When trade deficit increases, that means import and increasing in the country as compared to export. Increase in imports cause an increase in demand for dollars, which result in decline in value of Indian currency. Increase in trade deficit results in money going out of the Indian economy. The correct option is option B. Move to next question. Which of the following commodities had the highest share in merchandise export in 2023 and 24? First option is petroleum products. Second option is gold and other metal jewelry. Third option is marine product. Last option is rice, including basmati rice. Then correct option is option A, petroleum product. Maximum export petroleum product, maximum import crude petroleum. Then correct option is option A. Move to next question. Which of the following is a common measure of degree of offense of an economy? Then first option is export and import share in world GDP. Second option is balance of payment as per percentage of GDP. Third option is trade balance as per percentage of GDP. Last option is export and imports of goods and service as per percentage of GDP. Then correct option is option D, export and imports of goods and service as a percentage of GDP. Offense is measured as export plus imports of goods and service of a country as a percentage of its GDP. Then correct option is option D, measure exports plus imports of goods and service. Goods and service. Then correct option is option D. Move to next question. Central government employee salary dearness allowance is linked with which CPI inflation index? First option is CPI combined. Second option is CPI industrial worker. Third option is both A and B. Last option is none of the above. Then correct option is option B, CPI industrial workers. The dearness allowance of a central government employee is linked to the consumer price index for industrial workers. CPI full form is consumer price index. The CPI IW is widely used inflation index in India, which measures the change in price of a basket of goods and service consumed by industrial workers. Then correct option is option B, CPI industrial workers. Then move to next question. A country is going through a phase of industrialization. Which of the following statements are correct? First option is capital to labor ratio increases. Second option is productivity of labor increases. Third option is total factor productivity increases. Last option is all of the above. Then correct option is option D, all of the above. During a phase of industrialization, a country typically experiences significant economic and technological change. The statement listed are all the correct and are interrelated. First option is capital to labor ratio increases. As a country industrializes, it invests more in capital goods such as machinery, equipment and technology. This increases the capital to labor ratio, meaning that each worker has more capital to work with, lending to increased productivity. Second statement is productivity of labor increases. Productivity of labor increases with more capital and technology available. Workers become more productive. They can produce more goods and service per hour, leading to increased labor productivity. Then third statement is total factor productivity increases. Total factor productivity increases measures the residual output growth that cannot be explained by the growth of inputs such as capital and labor. During industrialization, total factor productivity often increases due to technological progress, innovation and improved management practice. Then correct option is option D, all of the above. Then move to next question. If country growth rate is good but there are no corresponding growth in employment, then which of the following could be the reason? The growth is coming from better utilization of existing capacity and not because of increasing in investment. Second option is the growth is coming from increase in investment but not because of better utilization of existing capacity. Third option is the growth is coming from both as a result of increase in investment and increasing in capacity utilization. Last option is none of the above. Then correct option is option A. The growth is coming from better utilization of existing capacity and not because of increasing investment. Higher economic growth comes from additional investment or increase in capacity utilization of the capacity stock. When economic growth comes from new investment, then generally more jobs are created, but when economic growth comes from better utilization of existing capacity, then jobs may not get credited in the economy. Then correct option is option A. Then move to next question. Sustainable agriculture means first is self-sufficient. Second option is to be able to export and import under WTO. Not WTO means World Trade Organization. Third option is to utilize land so that its quality remains intact. Last option is to utilize wasteland for agriculture purpose. Then correct option is option C. To utilize land so that its quality remain intact. Sustainable agriculture is the production of food, fiber or other plants or other animal products using farming techniques that protect the environment, public health, human communities and animal welfare. In short, it is proper utilization of land without affecting the environment so that its quality remain intact. The correct option is option C. Then move to next question. Which one of the following is not related environmental protection? First is sustainable development. Second option is poverty alleviation. Third option is air conditioning. Last option is use of paper bags. Then correct option is option B. Poverty alleviation. Poverty alleviation is not related to environmental protection. Major current environmental issues may include climate change, pollution, environment degradation and resource depletion. And correct option is option B. Correct option is option B. Poverty alleviation. Not related. Okay, poverty alleviation. Then move to next question. Which of the following noble gas is not present in the air? First option is helium. Second is argon. Third option is radon. Last option is neon. Then correct option is option C. Not present. Option C. Radon. Radon is not present in the air. Then move to next question. Which of the following is not sustainable development goal targeted to achieve by dash? Gender equality. Second option is space resource. Third option is zero hunger. Last option is good health and well-being. Then correct option is option B. Space research. The sustainable development goals or global goals are a collection of 17 interlinked objects. How many interlinked objects? 17. By UN in 2015. Soft shared blueprint for peace and prosperity for people and the planet now and into the future. And correct option is option B. Space research. Thank you. Please subscribe, like and share this channel for more selective GIS questions for upcoming examination. Thank you. Jai Jagannath.